4. Welcome to episode 99 of Super Chevy Bros. Now, hold on. Before you press pause and think, what? Am I listening to last week's episode? No, you're not. I miscounted. I miscalculated. I moved to 0 when I should have moved to 2. And we are actually at episode 99 today. Episode 100 will come next week.
I thought you could count.
And it's going to be fun. We're already... I think we have one special guest coming through.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
And that one might get me canceled because he's of high. What do you call someone of high? They're very famous of. He's a famous person. Huh?
Star?
No, I said of high blank. You have to fill in the blank. Remember ad libs? You know, there's no one under the age of 30, or let's say 28, who knows the phrase ad lib.
Or extemporaneous?
Yeah, that too.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok. People like it's a thing now. Like,
oh my god!
look at this thing. It's called Mad Libs. You remember that?
Yeah.
Mad Libs is a thing now, and they're like, oh, look at these old games. Okay. Anyway,
Well, I didn't know the one you were referring to. The higher.
Leave me alone. Anyway,
Right.
next week we'll have guests, at least one.
At least one.
Biko will be back. We will have segments. We will have age of turning on the show.
Organization.
I'll try to look through old episodes and see if I can find any parts that don't have anyone screaming in them. We might listen to some of those again. Who knows?
Yeah.
What we'll do. Mom finally watched The Swope of Putney. Putney Swope. She will review it next week. That's right, yeah?
I have to watch it 2 more times.
2 more times, yeah. You watched it once and a half.
I
right?
watched it once and a half.
Okay.
And my brain is still floating. I will watch it twice more. There are so many things in there.
There's a lot in this. I still love
I don't want to talk about it.
Wing Sody. What did Dad feel? Because I know you guys started
Dad
over,
watched
it
with
again
me.
with Dad.
And he chuckled twice, I think. And the other times he would just look over at me like, why are we watching this? So they would always have this, what is that, the R rating that they had? This is graphic language. And,
Yeah.
But none of it said graphic racism, sexism, none of that stuff. And I think, well, we'll wait till next week.
I mean, it's a film of its. You know, that film has been preserved for its greatness.
Okay, let's move on because I want to do it
Properly,
correctly. Give it its props.
Okay, well, we'll do that next week, right? Putney Swope review next week. Also, you have to come up with a name for your review.
For my review?
Yeah. Like...
Mom's review?
No. The segment can have a name, like whatever, but the review itself has to have a name. So, like, it would be...
Putney Swope's review. No?
So...
What?
I think that's a little simple. I'm thinking more something like... What's another movie?
Alien.
Oh, here we go. Top Gun. Colon. Maybe not so fun.
Okay, I got you.
You know,
I got you.
Preferably rhymes. This is not a requirement of like. This is my requirement.
It's your show, your requirement. I'm on it.
Putney Swope. You can find a lot of things that rhyme with that.
Okay, I got you.
I already am thinking of something.
I have a few myself.
Okay.
I have quite a few.
Well, thanks for coming to the show. It's episode 99. It is June 8th,
Yes.
the 8th day of June. And as we all like to say, let's get the show along. When is
Okay.
Juneteenth? Which teenth is that, June?
19th.
19th.
The Sunday.
Yeah. You know, I didn't know that was only a Texas holiday until
Yeah,
to
Texas
college.
slaves were the last to know. You ever wonder why our politics are the way they are now? Just follow suit. Tell them.
What's that little part of South, or it's South
East
Dallas, but it's
Dallas.
East Dallas? What's the little part where
Only
it's
south because it's very brown.
very brown? It's really East. Yeah, it's not even the
They
South.
only call it south because black people live there. Yes.
It's the part of town where it's blocked. You can only get over through the bridge. It's like Gipsy. What's the name of that town? It's an old slave town.
Gypsy?
It's some strange name. It's in East Dallas. There's one road in, one road out. I think they just built the second road in.
I never.
We used to build houses out there. Habitat.
Oh, I have to look it up because. Yeah, it's kind of scary.
It's almost under a bridge.
Right,
there.
and they have a gate.
Yeah, there's a gate.
It shut it off from the rest of the world.
Well, I think it's for the when the water rises because they live under a bridge.
We're in a desert. This is Texas.
Well, it still rains, and that river still floods.
It rains right there. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay, whatever. We're back.
That's what they told
All right, what did you
the people that live there.
besides Putney Swopes? What did you do this week?
Actually, I took some time off
Okay.
from the regular work day,
Okay.
and I relaxed.
All right.
I had family time. Had a special guy around, Mr. Noble,
Special guy.
and just kind of learn what kids do now.
What do kids do now?
Watch TV, rap, sing.
He does rap a lot.
He raps a
So
lot.
what's the song? I wish I was a little bit taller. That song, right? He doesn't know the words.
He knows the words to every other rap song.
But he'll rap. He'll just rap over it and said he was singing it the other day.
Right. He wanted to.
And he didn't know the words, so he just made his own.
He
rap.
makes his own rap. Yeah.
Yeah.
He asked me today if I know who 2 Chainz was.
Who 2 Chainz is.
Is-
You have to teach him
I'm sorry.
proper English as well.
Well, I don't know it apparently. If you correct me, I used to know it before. But yeah, it's interesting. You know, it teaches you to. I put on the mom cap again. You know.
Yeah.
I haven't had that on in quite a while. It was interesting, and I just relaxed. I watched way too much Black Ink. I hadn't watched it.
Yeah, mom's into reality shows in a similar way Biko is, except hers are worse, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I watched The Housewives. I watched Black Ink. You know, I know it's all phony. It's drama.
I
It's
understand.
funny. It's fun. Nobody gets hurt.
I'm not judging you. To me, if people will watch fictional drama, why wouldn't they watch real drama, right? So,
Huh?
what?
Okay. Okay.
I tried to teach Noble a joke. It's just a knock-knock joke. Because he was telling me... so, Kalanick and I were driving him around. I think she went to the dollar store. You know, the one with the racist Afghani guy or whatever?
Yeah.
Sam's.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so... so he told me... he was saying some joke about an alligator eating a woman. Oh, here's what it was. He's like... He said, why did the chicken cross the road?
I heard that one.
And what did he say to you?
I forgot.
I'm pretty sure
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure he freestyles these.
Yeah, it changes every time.
He said, "Why did chicken cross the road?" I said, "I don't know. Why did chicken cross the road?" He said, "Because it got hit by a car."
Okay.
Now the chicken clearly didn't cross the road if it hit that car. And I'm like, I don't think that's how it works. It's like, and especially the chicken crossing the road joke. That's like an anti joke, right? So I'm like, okay, you know knock knock jokes? Tell me a knock knock joke. He says, knock knock, who's there? Alligator, elephant, hippopotamus, telephone, what? And he keeps saying things. So I taught him a knock knock joke.
You tried to teach him one because he pulled that one on me. I know the one.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go.
ahead.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad it didn't say banana?
Yeah.
Now this is a classic third grade joke.
Maybe second.
Maybe second. But you know what? You could pull the laughs back then. You'd get animal crackers for days. He could not get it. He tried to tell Kalanka. Kalanka came back and she told me about how the Afghani man was in there, like he was following the black people around. then the guy got. I guess someone got angry and they started a fight.
Oh
the
my
dollar
gosh.
stuff. But so he's trying to tell Kalanka, like, knock knock, and Kalanka's like, who's there? And he's like, orange. I'm like, no, you gotta start with the banana. He's like, knock knock, who's there? He's like, banana, and she's like, banana who? And he's like, banana, and
That's what how he
keeps saying
presented
banana,
it to
and
me.
he never gets to orange.
Right, and I said, well, let me tell you a joke. And I said, knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana and banana and banana. And when I went to the orange line, it cracked him up.
He loves it. Oh, he peed himself in the car, I think. Besides that, I went to DreamHack.
Oh yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big convention that happens all year, all around the world. It's going to Sweden. I think this week is Sweden, and then next week is Atlanta. It's an ESL event. You know what ESL stands for?
Yeah, sports.
Start with the E. Let's start with the E.
Don't make me laugh loud. It's I don't know. Electronic Sports League. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. It's also English as a second language, but
see, I didn't say that.
Electronic Sports League. Yeah, Electronic Sports League. So I went, and it was real fun. I mean, I went for 3 days. Plank and Biko joined as well. We first get there. There's a lot of security. They have the metal detectors or whatever. They have people who also bring their own computers. So instead of bringing your own alcohol, they just bring your own computers because it's 72 hours long. It's all day and all night. You can bring your own computer, set up with a bunch of other nerds, and play Elden Ring or whatever you want with everybody around all day and all night. You can sleep there. They have food, which is horrible.
How do you sleep there? Just in a corner?
Yeah, sleep in a corner, sleep at your desk. I mean, bring a sleeping bag if you want, I guess. Yeah. You could. People were sleeping out. When we got there kind of early one day, I think it was the second day, and people were sleeping outside. You know, the where you enter the room, the big convention center. So yeah, people were just hanging out, having fun.
That's
and besides that, they had the actual esports events.
Esports. I knew it was sports.
Yeah, esports. So and that was amazing to me. I like fighting game esports, right? But that's been around a long time. It's very different. In the fighting game, we call it the FGC, fighting game community. The people that get to the top and win the championship and everyone, you see them wherever you go. You play games. It's not like, you'll never hang out with LeBron James. You'll never, have coffee with Messi or something. And that's the same for the other ESL games, sorry. So like CS:GO and Rocket League or whatever it is. Like the people that are real big in that area, they're celebrities. They're like untouched. You're not gonna. But in the fighting game community, the people who are big in that area, you just you see them on the corner, and then you play the game with them. You never play basketball with LeBron James.
So you can play with anyone.
Yeah, Bigo got whooped up by some guy. He's pretty popular Guilty Gear player, Lord Knight. Last time, and this time he got beat by the guy who beat him. I forgot his name. His name is like, I forgot his name.
Couldn't Biko tell the guy who beat the guy that beat him last time would probably
But
beat
it's
him?
a different community. The fighting game community is very much everyone's in the same. There is no different
Hierarchy,
league.
no.
There's no
Okay.
like, all right, you're too good to play with these guys.
Well, that's good.
Everyone in the tournament, if 600 people join, even if you're the best player in the world, you have to play at the bottom
Right.
with everybody else and move up to. You have to go from the bottom. To top
Everybody
every
has
time.
a chance.
Yeah, everybody has a chance.
That's great.
So when going on to that side, they had a few games: King of Fighters, Guilty Gear. It's fun watching, but as far as the fervor. Sorry, Mom told me it was too loud. I'm just gonna turn around and move my mic so I can.
You're just getting all excited.
Anyway, the fervor is different, and I think like when you go and watch the Rocket League, there are people screaming when a goal is made in the crowd. Smoke machines are shooting up these pillars of explosions after, and like people are like punching screens and headbutting each other. CS:GO, I thought, and I went in as like, it's the women's championship final thing. I'm like, oh, no one's gonna care about women. I've seen women's soccer. No one cares about that, right? I'm just saying that's how. I didn't say I don't care about it. I just said that's how people tend to treat women's sports.
Kind of like you.
No, they loved it. They were eating it up. These people had fans.
Yes, they should.
And I knew it was real.
These people had fans.
I knew it was real when I was in the line behind a group of Brazilians to buy a hamburger, and they were fussing at the Mexican woman serving the hamburger. He was asking for no cheese, but he only speaks Portuguese. She speaks Spanish. They think they're speaking the same language, and they're not. And they're all wearing the same jersey. Thinking, wow, this
is queso, no queso.
This is crazy. This is real. These people flew and got visas to watch these girls shoot each other on computers for 3 days.
That's excellent.
It's pretty. Yeah, and we watched the final championship thing. So I got to see the Rocket League champion. It was the collegiate Rocket League finals. Yeah, they play Rocket League in college. Yeah, UNLV, Penn State. They had like 4 or 5 international colleges. They had, I think, USC. Someone was there.
I'm so glad that didn't happen when you were in college. I would not pay for that.
They make bank. Okay, they make money. They make money. All right. You wouldn't have to pay for it.
That would be fine, but you'd have to be making bank.
So they're playing Rocket League, and their parents are there, and the fans are there, and they have fans at the school. And I think Rocket League was the first one to finish on Sunday. And it was real hype watching these. And I've never seen people play Rocket League like that. Do you know Rocket League? Imagine soccer, aka football.
Okay.
But cars.
Okay.
That's Rocket League. It's soccer.
Cars.
No, not in
so people
cars.
are driving in cars with their feet stuck out, kicking soccer balls.
Okay, you're not looking at... Okay,
the
ball...
I guess my imagination is...
The ball, let's say, is... Let's say if the car is the size of a regular car,
okay,
the ball is something like 15 feet tall.
There really is a ball in there?
It's yeah.
They're hitting the ball with the cars.
with the cars. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's and they can and this ball, right? They have little rockets on the cars so they can jump with the cars. Rocket League. Oh my god.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Rocket League was fun to watch because basically it's like best of 3 games or whatever. Play 2 games and it's
Cool.
CS:GO, Counter-Strike. Oh my god. You have to like sit in. Have you ever watched like an NFL game? An NBA game?
Yeah.
How long is that?
Too long. 4 quarters.
4 quarters. You might be sitting looking at an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Hour and a half, 2.5.
This too. They play 90 games if it goes to the end. It's like, okay,
Wow.
CSGO is weird. It's like the first, if you have Team A, Team B, Team A and Team B will play against each other, and it's one round might last like a minute. It depends on what's happening. Essentially, you have cops and robbers, or sorry, they won't say it in the thing because it's bad. It's terrorists and counter-terrorists, right? So the terrorists, what they want to do is get a bomb, plant the bomb, kill the cops. The cops want to kill all the terrorists and disarm the bomb if it gets planted, right? That's it. Basically, 5 girls try to kill it, the other 5 girls, essentially. One round can last like a minute or 3-4 minutes. It depends what happens, right? But they do a best of 30.
Wow.
What happens is if you get 16, right? So once they hit 15 games, whatever it is, halftime. But once you get, if someone gets to 16 games, it's over. Okay. But if they don't, you could really see a 15-15, then it goes overtime. So first to 19. But the 19 isn't 19. Like whoever gets in it's not that. It's like and then there's an overtime part 2. They do 2 overtimes. It took. That's why we left at like 11 p.m.
Wow.
It was really late.
Just kept going.
Yeah, but we watched the championship. It was fun. It was a good thing. If you have a chance to go to anything like that, it's even if you're not into electronic sports leaguing, there's tons of stuff to do. If you like playing, you can just go and play. They have free, like 50 free computers. You can just play games at. They have other vendors that are showing their new games. One of these games up here, you could play it early there. The Never Quest or whatever it's called, you can play it early there for free. You could try the new computers or whatever they have out there. There's lots to do. You can buy stuff.
So, like, were there like long lines waiting to do stuff, or stuff everywhere?
So okay. One good thing about this, which is better than other conventions I've been. If you go to a convention, everyone's into the same stuff, and
right.
But here it's not. There are people who are there just for the CS:GO. There are people there just for the fighting games. There are people who are there just to bring their computer. Okay. They could have stayed home all weekend, but they wanted to come here, pay $200, bring their computer, and sit with their homies and play computer games all day. And they don't care about any of the Rocket League. You know, they're. So because there's so many different interests, there weren't that many lines.
That's great.
But the one line that there was, so sometimes there would be a line to meet someone, so you can meet the players. Like I said, they're like celebrities, so it's like, you know, get in line, meet them, shake a hand, take a photo, right? Or the cosplayers. There's a cosplayer girl, Stella Chu. She was doing a Bayonetta cosplay. She made it at the convention, so you could watch her making it, and then at the last day, she put it on. And you take photos or whatever.
That's cool.
But those lines maybe lasted a total of 30 minutes. With all the people in it, from front to back, you get through it real fast. The one line Kalanka wanted to sit in, and yes, I'm going to blame her.
The longest.
It was the longest line, and we were in the line for 2 hours. What do you think we got in the line?
T-shirt.
And?
Handshake.
Milk.
Milk?
You want a chocolate milk? You want a strawberry milk? You made sure to get it. There's a lot of free stuff at this event. I think I drank more Monsters over those 3 days than I have in my entire life, because they had free Monster, free milk, free. It's like so many things are free. I mean, you could go buy
free.
A lot of stuff is free. Like you could buy a burger or something. It's
the
like
T-shirt.
The T-shirt's free. I got a free hat with my name on it. I got another free shirt.
I saw her shirt with Kalani on it.
Yeah, it's free. except for the 2 hours of my life I spent waiting in line because I did not realize this until I got to the front of the line finally. And, I was okay because I was using it to kind of creep out on people and take photos from real far away and stuff. But while I was in the line, but when I got to the front, I realized, oh, they only let 6 people in at a time to make the shirt, and they only do it every 15 minutes. I'm like, why is it taking so long? And I see these people drinking their milk and having a great time. I'm like, these mother, they see this line. They don't know. They don't know we're sitting here.
But they had 15-minute increments. Okay.
Right. I mean, most people would go do their shirts and leave, but they still wouldn't bring more people in for 15 minutes.
Okay.
So we sat there 2 hours, and right when we finished, Biko came. And then we watched some fighting game stuff. He played against some people. He lost a little bit. He played Street Fighter 2 and beat up a few guys. I didn't bring my controller because but it was good. I got photos. Kalong had a good time. Biko had a good time. We saw lots of stuff, and I do it again, but it's so sporadic. It goes all around the world all the time, so it's hard to know what's going on.
Yeah, I seem to have had a good time together too.
It did.
That was nice.
We got to see Broly Cheeks. I don't know his name. He's a guy, all right?
Broly Cheeks?
Bro, I think his name is Broly Cheeks or something like that. Biko can tell you more about him. He's a I don't know what words are good and not good to use anymore these days. I'm just gonna say what I say, and then I hope those words aren't offensive because it's just descriptive, not a defensive. I saw him the first day. I didn't realize it was him because I didn't see his face.
Okay.
I just saw his equipment. He's a disabled man.
Okay.
Who's got like the like when the arms don't grow and the legs don't grow, and he's like this, and he's got like a regular size head.
Okay.
But his body's real small, like a kid.
Gotcha.
He was playing those fighting games like a mofo. He put his face on the controller, and he like, so he holds. I guess he holds the controller with his hands or something. Puts his like face on the controller, and he's smashing the buttons and the sticks and the stuff. He's winning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That took a lot of time to learn.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did take a lot of time.
I can't even learn how to use 2 buttons.
What? It took a lot of time, but Brawly legs. That's what it's called. I think it's funny because he has no legs, and Brawly has very strong. Brawly, the character from Dragon Ball, with very massive thighs. That's his name. He called himself that. Okay. Well, thanks for listening to the show. I think we've been canceled now. Right?
We probably have it that way.
You can't cancel
bad.
This. Huh? What?
My stuff was bad. Okay, let's move it. We don't have any music, transition.
We have news right there. You don't hear? You don't hear the news? Well, it's happening.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, you hear that one though. Great. All right, number 1. We don't have that many stories, but we have some meaty stuff. We got a couple things. We got the stuff. Number 1. I can't read my handwriting. Charging. It looks like games on Steam are going to go up in price a little bit. We have confirmation that Call of Duty creators, the Activision, are planning to charge $69.99 for the pre-order of Call of Duty, bringing the price on PCs up to $70. Yeah.
Wow. Did they get like extra stuff or?
No. So a lot of people don't like this, of course. No one likes spending more money, period. But I think traditionally, PC games have been cheaper than console games. It looks like they're catching up there. What do you think about this?
That it costs so much?
Well, that it costs more than it used to. I'd say $50 for a while was the regular for a PC game.
Inflation, like everything else.
No, games don't move with inflation.
Oh,
not like regular products. The price of games now, if compared to inflation back in, let's say, 25 years ago when I wanted a Sega Dreamcast or something, they're half the price.
so why would they do that? Make a leap, like $20 extra.
I say, why wouldn't they? I understand why traditionally console games have been a little more expensive than PC games. At first, they were both like $50 with the PlayStation 2 time, and then in PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 time, we went up to 60 as a normal. I understand that there are lots of reasons. I'd say the biggest one is the licensing and the compliance.
So what's the difference on?
Well, PC, there's no compliance. Okay, if you put a game on PlayStation,
Chevy.
if you put a game on PlayStation or Xbox, there are a lot of things you have to do with your game to make sure, because PlayStation and Xbox won't just let you come. You have to make sure that when you push that PlayStation button, it opens up the right menu. When you get a trophy, it pops up in the right corner and it says the right thing.
So are you
When
saying the PC games can be crap and QA'd or what?
I'm saying with PC games, there's no authority that they have to go to and make sure that that just works the same way. There's Steam trophies or something, but there's no thing that says that you must be able to do this from the game. All like Xbox and PlayStation have lots of rules. There's a lot of QA that goes with that compliance part. Doesn't happen so much with the PC because you can get any Linux and Windows. You can get it through Steam. You can get it through EA Play. You can get the game. You can get the games through so many places. They don't have these requirements. They just want to sell the game. They don't have their platform is just a digital platform. PlayStation, Xbox's platforms are hardware. They have an experience that they're selling you. Steam is free.
Oh,
EA, those digital platforms are free. So there's a bit of a reason why they're more expensive on the consoles, like at market price, right? There's always sales or something. But also, I think the expectation is that if you get a game that's on console, if you average them out, the games on console are going to be of better quality than if you average out all the games that came out on PC in a year.
so
Because anything can come out on Steam.
so
Anything can come
you're
out.
thinking maybe they think this is like awesome.
No, I'm thinking, and in the billions of dollars that they're making, right? There's the $10 extra that they charge on the console games is nothing. Game price, the price to make the games are going up anyway. They look better, they sound better, they're more like movies as far as like how production work and all that stuff. Not just graphics, but like the teams of writers they hire, the right, all that stuff. Why would the PC price stay the same?
I agree.
Why would it? It doesn't make sense to me that it $10 isn't enough for the things that have to be done on PlayStation and Xbox when they've been doing that for 20 years now.
Are you encouraging them to raise the price?
No, I'm not encouraging them to
Okay.
raise the price. I expected for it to happen.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make sense because the PlayStation 4 $60, PlayStation 5 $70, because there's more that goes into these games. You can look at the and see the difference in the.
Speaking of which, did you download Grand Theft Auto?
Yes, I did. Thank you for letting me know, Mom. I downloaded Grand Theft Auto. Also, other games out this week.
I had to say that because there's a free. You have your free download till June 14th. So all of you who have not downloaded on your PS5, get to it.
That's true. That is absolutely true. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I'm not surprised by it. I don't think it's a horrible thing. I think it makes sense. I think PC's gotten away for a while with cheaper games for no reason other than compliance, I guess.
So you think it's overdue?
I don't think it's overdue, but if it were me, right? The way people make, I don't think people understand the prices aren't like 1-to-1 for things. It's not like, if they'll say PlayStation games are $70, but Xbox games are still $60. Why do you think that is? That's some kind of agreement between Xbox and whoever they're selling the game. They don't want the games to cost more than that's their thing. That's their PlayStation said, okay, the price can go up, but it can go up to here, right? If they could charge what the games are worth, because you'll get great games at 60. Yeah, not great games at 60. You got games that sell gangbusters at $60, like Elden
true.
Ring.
Mm-hmm.
If
Well
if
worth
From
100, right?
if From had the choice to sell their game at a higher price at what they think it's worth, it'd probably be like $80, $100 for the thing. For
And
the
you'd
game.
buy it.
And well, a lot of people would buy it, but that's not it. The way the market is, the way the console makers are, their standards to kind of change how you look at the games or whatever. I think $70 on Steam, it sucks. You know, you got to pay more. You used to get it cheaper, but why wouldn't it be the same price? I don't get it. Even
fair.
Xbox with their our games are still $60. They're going up, going up. Okay, look, check this out. Mom forgot to talk about the games coming out this week.
I did. I left my notepad.
Mario Strikers, Nintendo Switch. That is Rocket League, but not cars. Instead, Mario and Nintendo characters. The football still there, smaller and unrealistic.
Okay.
It's not getting great reviews. Some of the reviews, they love it. Most of the reviews think it's okay.
So the characters are.
No, okay. I confused you. There are no cars.
Oh, you said it was like the Rocket game.
It is like the Rocket
But no
game.
cars.
Okay,
so there's a ball.
Let's go back a few more
What's
steps.
hitting the ball?
It's soccer
Oh,
with
okay.
Mario
So
characters.
just say that.
Okay. There you go.
I left my notes.
Mario characters. Not great reviews. It looks like it's an average game. People wanted more from it. KOTOR 2 coming out. Knights of the Old Republic Star Wars game on the Switch. If you haven't played KOTOR, I think KOTOR is a fun game. KOTOR 2, great game. If you like a kind of older style of RPG, KOTOR is where it's at. We got a new KOTOR. It's hard to say. Coming out. Go check it out on the Switch. I'm not saying the Switch version's good. But it's an old game, so there's a good chance it could be fine. The Switch is a lot weaker than other modern consoles. It's a good chance it could just be fine. And The Quarry coming out on all systems this week, except the Switch. So PC, PlayStation. Quarry is by the same people who made Until Dawn. It's technically their next game, right? Instead of in that series of stories. I think you'll like this game, Mom. It's a horror game. You have all these characters. It's a movie. It's a game you play. It's like a movie. You can decide every single person that dies and lives by your choices in the game, and you can do the game all over again and make different choices and have a different ending and all those kind of things. So I think you'll like that one. You should. Quarry, right? All right, let's get back in this. Number 2.
And 3 times 1. What is it? 3! Yeah, that's a magic number.
I pushed the wrong number, but that's okay. So, Blue Box, back in the game news. You just read this one.
Kojima?
Well, Kojima wannabe,
or the
Mr.
Blue Box.
Karaman, back in the news about his game Abandon. If you don't remember, a few months ago, the game Abandon was shown off. People thought it had ties to Silent Hill or Kojima or the wonderful game that we all were looking forward to. I don't remember oh my god. Don't remember the
His
name.
game? Abandoned.
Well, it's like another game. Anyway,
It's not it?
that's the game he's making. That's not what I was
Overdose?
saying. Don't worry about it. Back in the news again because apparently this game is
The name of the game was Overdose.
what game? No, that's
one
not.
that he's
That's not what I was talking about. Okay. Back in the news again for being probably a game that looks like it's not going to come out now. We have a few things going on. GameSpot reports that the game is either stuck or not being worked on at all because a few reasons, but mostly the Mr. Karaman happens to be playing a lot of other games, Call of Duty specifically. We have the game has changed as well multiple times, going from a horror game to a horror action game, back to a horror game to a fourth person or fourth wall breaking AI horror game. Who knows what that means? His discords, and I say multiple because he has multiple of them. He has the people in them sign NDAs. He tries to show off assets, but the assets are named Silent Hill 5, trying to garner more attention for his game. He bans people when they call him out. He's supposedly tried to have a relationship with a 12-year-old.
Yes, I heard that. Romantic.
Romantic relationship. He's tried to ask people to ship the game for him. So he says Sony doesn't have a place to hold shipping items. So can you hold the games at your house? It seems like this game is done. I think we're done with this game.
He's a flim-flammer.
I think he's a flim-flammer. I think he made a trailer. I think he got lucky enough for PlayStation to say, like, yeah, we'll present that at a thing. And I think it's ended up being it's garbage. I heard the man in an interview. He seemed like he didn't know what he was doing. It looks like it's true. Unless all of this reporting is untrue, it looks like a bad situation. So don't look out for Abandoned anytime soon. You have any thoughts on Mr. Karaman and Blue Box?
Yeah, that guy's gonna go to jail. It sounds like he's just scamming everybody, even 12-year-olds.
This guy, I knew a guy just like him in school, college. He was wormy.
That's a good word.
He's wormy. Now, if the traits don't seem wormy at first, but I knew a guy from the same place this guy's from, and they act kind of the same. Wormy. You think he's real nice because how he's wormy. It just sounds wormy. I don't know. I don't think this game's coming out. Oh, sorry. Mom's sitting there trying to figure out a number for a lawyer.
I am.
Now number 3. Well,
And 3 times 1. What is it? 3! Yeah, that's
all right.
magic
So
number.
I guess what we're finishing the show with today is the State of Play that happened earlier this week. State of Play, if you don't know, which I hope you know, is a gaming podcast. State of Play is the Sony's State of the Union or State of the PlayStation. They do it every few months.
Yeah,
They kind of just
cool.
pop up on us. Mom watched her first one. What did you think, honestly, in general, of the State of? Look at her face. I wish you could see.
That's why we don't video these days. I thought it was really full of knowledge.
Get closer to the mic.
It was full of information, good information. I made notes. I had all sorts of good things. So I really like that State of Play. And I think that's a good thing, just to kind of give teasers for games and let you know where things stand. So
Anything that you saw that spoke to you?
this is
that
my
stuck
first
out?
day back at work. I can't remember any of that stuff. It will be on the 100 show, okay?
Oh, okay.
All
That's,
right.
that's kind of out of the way, though. But okay.
It's okay.
Let's say.
Well, it's not as if the games are going to go away.
No, they're not going away. That's true.
Okay, but everybody may not have a chance to look at it until next week.
Well, we're gonna talk about it anyway. Resident Evil 4, the first game they showed. And here's what Mom's trying to do. She forgot,
I forgot.
so she's trying to act like it's not important. Resident Evil 4 remake coming out sometime next year. No exact date. People are excited for this one. I think this is one of the most hyped games on this list. Resident Evil 4 is a classic Resident Evil game. It's not classic. It's just a beloved
Scary
Resident Evil
game. Yeah.
It is scary, I guess. Okay, so Resident Evil 4 is important in the Resident Evil universe because it's the first game that went from like survival horror to survival action horror.
What does that mean?
So in the original Resident Evils 1, 2, and even 0, if you want to count
All
that
right.
one, you are very much in a
Just
situation
trying to survive.
where
Yeah.
you are weaker, you are desperate, you've got to count your ammo, you've got to you it's scary because of how the position that you're in. Zombies running around,
Right.
you only have 8 bullets, you can't aim well cuz the way games were back then is tank controlled. You push up, it moves you forward. It doesn't matter which direction you're choosing. You aim, you're not aiming, you're just lifting your hand up. Resident Evil 4 took this in a really different direction and said you're gonna aim over the shoulder. When you pull the gun up, you're gonna see over the shoulder. You're gonna have a reticle. You're gonna have guns. You're gonna fit them into a case. It's just it to me is more fun.
That's awesome.
And it was a hit. And we haven't seen it. Well, we've seen they re-release it or something, but they're going to remake it in the same way that they did other Resident Evil games,
That's
which is
March 2023.
But it's supposed to be more horror focused because they kind of got in trouble with Resident Evil 5 and 6 being so action focused. I love the action, but it's coming out later. And then you have the VR games. We saw Resident Evil 8 in VR, that kind of stuff. Did you have any thoughts on Resident Evil 4?
No, except I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, good answer.
Thank you.
Any
Thank you
thoughts
very
on the
much.
VR? Did you see any VR things that were?
No.
I did VR at the DreamHack.
The hands and all that.
So I went up to this booth. It's the U.S. Navy, Army, Air Force, Top Gun. That's Top Gun. It was the U.S. Air Force. They're like, you want to come and do our Air Force training exam and VR thing? Like, sure, yeah. Then why not? Okay, show us your driver's license, your social security number, tell us where you live. So as far as anyone's concerned, my name is Jose Ramos. I am from New Guinea.
Yo soy Mama Ramos.
I'm from New Guinea by way of Madagascar. And I only know this much English. Klonika is she just said she's not from here. So I had to give a fake name. And I don't want them
Seriously?
US Army. Yeah, they're recruiting up there. So I mean, look, if you want anyone to drop bombs on people from drones, it might as well be the people who do it already on the computer. So you go in the room and they give you like this square room, small. Like you reach your hands out and you're gonna touch the walls. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. And apparently they've got cameras everywhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so good. You put the VR on. There's no control. There's no anything. You just put the thing over your head. You can see your fingers in my body's like this hologram thing. And this woman pops up. She's gigantic. She's black. She's gigantic. She's made out of stars. And she's telling me about how U.S. airmen need to follow these different things. I'm sorry. U.S. airmen need to do this, and so here's a game to play to test your reaction ability. So you got to dodge the bullets, and you got to save the white children and the black children with the arms. You got to use your arms to save one kid.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they got they have this one where it's like they put you in this place, and it's like, where's the sound coming from? And you have to look at the sound, stop the viruses. It's real weird, but the VR is cool. That's all I'm saying. VR, I did horrible because it didn't work.
Oh, you could have given him your real name then.
So no, here's the thing. All right. So the one I was talking about where you gotta hear, it's like, listen to this. Where is it coming from? And then it fills in this VR construction yard, and you've got to like listen through the sounds and find where it is. And I see the guy over there like just jamming this concrete or whatever, and then I'm looking over there, and it just won't register that I'm looking. So I'm looking for like 45 seconds. She's like, maybe next time. And then there's this other thing where it's like, you've got to save the black and white balls, right? And dodge the bullets. while also remembering these codes in your head that they're giving you. So they're giving you these codes and like, type in the code in the correct order, man. And then they're giving you the codes, and then this keypad comes up. You gotta type in the code, and I'm trying to type in it, but it would not let me grab the number. It's like you gotta grab. If code's 159, you gotta go grab 1 and drag it to 5 and drag it to 9 while catching the. It just wouldn't let me grab it. So it was I think it was the room I was in wasn't calibrated right or whatever. But yeah, I scored like a 30 out of 100. It was great. So I'm never going to.
They don't want you.
They don't want me. They don't want me at
You
all.
could have done some Mission Impossible.
Anyway, past that, okay? It's back to State of Play. Street Fighter 6, I'm very excited for. I've been looking forward to a Street Fighter that happens past Street Fighter 3s for the past 25 years. I think 24 years. Street Fighter has not progressed past Street Fighter 3 in that long. And now we're there. We're coming there. You saw it. What did you think?
Street Fighter
6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. So I'm excited for this. I think I like how they're bringing back mechanics from different games like parry and focus attacks. I like how the characters look different. They have new moves, which is great. I like how it's colorful. It's very colorful. I like that they look. I didn't like the way they looked in Street Fighter 4. I accepted it. I didn't like it.
I recognized that game right off. Remember I asked you?
You said, "Is that Mortal Kombat?"
Okay,
Not
it
necessarily
was
re-
close enough. You didn't have body. But I knew it looked like something.
Yeah, it didn't look like Mortal Kombat. Tell you that.
It looked like Street Fighter.
I didn't like the way 4 looked. I liked the way 5 looked a little better, but the way they did my boy Ken, I was just out of it. I was not happy with how that looked, and it makes it hard for me to play. I like the way this game looks. I think it looks good. I think it looks like it's gonna be fun. It looks like it's gonna be fun. It looks like I'm gonna want to pick a character and see them on the screen. That's really important for me. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it
for
looks
this.
clean.
Yeah,
Really clean.
looks clean. Looks very clean.
You gonna talk
and then
about
we-
Stray?
Stray, the game with the cat. So I was interested in getting this game until I saw the video, the trailer. What?
I thought it was yucky. I didn't
looks-
like it.
I just don't know if that's maybe if you're a cat person
Yeah.
and you like watching cat walk around and jump stuff.
Really. No insult to cat people.
More in the mic, please.
Oh, I just said it's no insult to cat people. It's really kind of stupid, you know? I didn't like it. I didn't see the point in wasting.
It's free though. It's free. That's the thing.
Not you. I mean, the creators of it.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a bad review?
Well, what about the other one with the black lady on the bicycle? Remember you saw that the trailer with the black lady on the bicycle riding through and about seasons? They kept
Yeah,
talking about
that was
seasons?
pretty stupid too. What is this?
Callisto.
Callisto, that's the one.
Yeah, Callisto was the space
That is
Dead Space kind of game.
Ooh, scary.
Pretty gross,
Yeah.
gory, scary. I'm looking forward to that one too.
Not playing that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
At
playing
least you'll
that.
watch me.
Yeah, I'll watch. That's coming out in December.
Yeah, that's coming out this year. Everything else seems to be coming out next year. Well, Stray is out this month.
Who cares?
Roller Dome, the game where this one that just popped up actually, where you roll around shooting people.
Yeah.
There's a guy at the DreamHack who has a game. It's the exact same thing. It looks better, and
Yeah.
and it's on Steam. It's they say it's a mix between Tony Hawk and Doom or something like that. I don't know. You can't judge a game just by a trailer. No Man's Sky.
Yeah, you can. Stray and that other bicycle riding game.
Well, yeah, you can. That trailer has convinced you that you don't want to play it.
Right.
Right.
Exactly what it's
Now,
for.
here's the thing: Stray is free. I'll probably play it.
That's so sad.
Why? It's
Wait.
free.
Yeah, but it's just you're just gonna do it because it's free.
No, I'm not like a game prostitute.
That's
or
what it
something.
sounds like. I didn't want to use the word.
I'm
But
not gonna do it because it's free.
it's free.
I was interested in the
Prostitutes
game.
aren't free.
Huh?
Prostitutes aren't free. It's a game whore. Or a game slut. That's free.
A game
A
slut.
prostitute charges. So, can't use it.
Well, if I were a game prostitute, people would pay me to play games.
That's right. So you're a game slut if you're going to play that free. But you don't even want it.
I'm a game slut.
Yeah.
Well, I did want it. After seeing the trailer, my interest dropped. Like, if my interest is at like a 5 out of 10, now it's like at a 2 out of 10. But it's free, so I might as well open it and take a look and then see if I want to keep playing.
Game slut. Okay.
And then we have Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think? What'd you think of that?
Cute. It's cute.
All right. It's cute. Well, thanks for listening to the show, guys. That has been the news. Don't forget, next week, 100th episode. Next week, we will be live. We'll have cameras. Also, don't forget, Biko will be here.
Yes. There's much material. I just don't want to give it all away in 99.
Yeah, true.
We should have
also-
partied like it's 99.
We're also looking to possibly do some giveaways. So,
You give it away. You just make up stuff. You said that before.
but nobody responded to my question, so I didn't give away.
Okay.
I've got stuff to give away. I got games this time to give away.
Ooh, that's cool. Don't
So-
give away any old stuff
So, it,
or something.
oh my god, stop it. So,
That gets you all choked up.
yeah, the 100th episode. So next week, show up either the Twitch live,
The
you can come-
centennial
you can-
episode.
True, yeah. You can come to the.
I'm so
We'll
excited.
be live on Twitch. I think we'll be live on YouTube as well at the same time.
I'm gonna comb
We'll
my
also
hair too.
be. I'm gonna be opening up the Discord again, so you can listen through Discord if you want to hang out and chat.
I'll put
And
on
we're
a
gonna do some
lively
giveaways and
blouse.
figure out how to do that.
With
We're
a
gonna
good
have more
color.
segments. Mom's gonna talk over me while I'm telling you stuff.
I'm excited.
The Boys season 3 is out. You can start watching that. We'll also finish reviewing Halo. This is the last episode. No, we haven't talked about that
Can I
yet
talk
either.
about the?
Tomorrow, next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm excited. I've been holding off watching it because I didn't want to just burst into excitement on the program.
Well, it's only one episode a week.
So it's one so far, right? It
Yeah,
should
one
be
so
two
far.
by then.
It'll be 2 by then. All right, sounds good. Thanks for listening to the show, guys.
Thanks.
For sticking with us for 100 episodes, or at least 99 in this case.
99.
This has been the Super Chevy Bros podcast. We'll see you next time.
I didn't get my 99.
Hold on one moment. Mom had something to say.
I just wanted to say 99 shows and the pitch ain't one.
Oh, you cowered out.
Oh, 99 shows and a bitch ain't one.
Okay,
Got
there you
it.
go.
I had
Goodbye.
to say it.